honey. Huge. So this is one is ready.
Oh, okay.
I know the noise.
It's a nice one.
Yes.
Rise with the sun, so they say. And a beautiful sunrise we do have today. Like to do a bit of sun gazing in the morning. Just helps to wake you up, boost the metabolism right off the bat. Give you a nice boost of energy to start the day. Just a soft gaze. Well, good morning. Which one are you? Oh, you're Matilda Jean again. You're always following me out here. So the purpose of today's video is I wanted to share with you how I go about harvesting the seeds of the Echinacea. If you've been following along the channel, then you already know. Wow, look at this hummingbird. There's a couple of them there. Another benefit to being up early in the garden. If you've been following along on the channel for some time, then you know that the Echinacea is one of my top plants. It's extremely healing. It's something that I couldn't do without at this point. I've had too many positive experiences with the Echinacea, in particular the tincture. I've made a video in the past showing you how I go about making the tincture from the roots of the plant. If you want to check that out, I'll drop a link below this video. Also throw a card up towards the top of the screen. The tincture, anytime I've ever felt a cold starting to come on, if I take that tincture, within a few hours of those feelings starting to come on, it wipes it out. It's almost like a miracle. It really works. I've warded off sicknesses when everyone else around me is sick. I've been able to continue to go to work when everyone else is calling in sick because of the Echinacea tincture. But the Echinacea, whether taken as a tea, in powder form, in capsules, as a tincture, will help to boost your immunity, so it can be taken as a preventative on a regular basis. But it also has that infection fighting capability, so if you don't use it until you actually start to feel a symptom, that's typically how I use it, then you can really knock it out quickly. It's also a great anti-inflammatory, so it can be helpful in many ways to ward off different ailments. Most issues that arise in the body are going to start with inflammation, acidosis, so having something to fight off those conditions is going to be very helpful. Other than the fact that you can make really good medicine from the plant, it's quite beautiful. As you can see at this point, the plants are dying back, which is typical for fall. Now, if I would have done some more deadheading on these plants, I would have some more color still going on here. But I'm coming out here today to harvest the seeds. And what you want to do is wait for these seed heads, these flowers, to actually start to turn black, and that's the time that you want to harvest these for the seed. This one's a little bit too early. This one's definitely early. This one's right on the verge. And this one is good to go. So my favorite way to propagate and spread the Echinacea in my garden is by root division. And so when you do harvest those roots, typically in fall into winter, you can take some of those roots, just replant them, and they'll grow a new plant for you the following spring. A lot of times, though, to get your patch first started, you're going to be planting from seed. And a good time to actually put those seeds in the ground is in the fall, late summer actually, about 12 weeks before the ground freezes. And that's going to give you a jump start for next year. It's going to allow those seedlings to sprout up, for a root system to develop. And they will go dormant and die back essentially in the winter. Come spring, pop up some new plants. So I'm continually spreading patches of the Echinacea throughout the garden. It's really good for bringing in the beneficials, bringing pops of color. A nice consistent design, I feel, has several patches of Echinacea spread all throughout the garden. So as you can see, the seed heads are going to develop at different stages, so I'm not going to come out here and harvest everything on the same day, so I'll just come out here and harvest a little bit at a time. Something else I'll mention is if you choose to not deadhead the plant in the fall, cutting it back, all the dead foliage, what you end up doing is allowing these flower heads to remain as food for the birds. These are full of seeds, as I'm about to show you. So that might be another option, is to just leave the plants be and let the birds come and peck at those seeds throughout the winter when they're having a harder time finding food. Alright, so to harvest the seeds, just kind of dig in to the flower head. You can see how easily it falls apart. But this right here are the seeds. Set a few over here so you can get a nice look at it. So those are what the seeds look like. But I'll separate these out and either plant them out now or allow them to dry for a few days before I store them away. But just one patch of Echinacea will produce an awful lot of seed. Now you can also throw the seeds and the fresh flower heads and the leaves along with the root into your tincture to have a really complete concoction. So that's another way you can utilize the seed. Now the plants prefer full sun, maybe part shade in the afternoon. They do like a well-draining soil, and they'll benefit from a nice compost layer, some good rich organic material in the garden bed. Other than that, they're really not too finicky. They do appreciate a drink of water from time to time, but they're extremely drought tolerant as well. Another great thing about the Echinacea is that it is very cold hardy and can be grown in USDA climate zones 3 through 9. So many folks are going to be able to grow this no problem. So with that, I hope this video helps, and I hope you're all having a great day. Until next time, this is Dan from plantabundance.com. Take care. I'll be talking to you again soon.